Okay, to make this lovely, simple man, the first thing you want to do is go to the description below and print yourself off this template sheet. It's under the 4 free video series. You can grab it, download it. It's got lots of other bits in there teaching you how to make all the shapes, use your tools, and finally put it all together to make this very cool dude here, along with some of these super cool faces. So the video of how to make these faces will come up at the very end, and you can click on it, make the face, and then do some really cool hairstyles afterwards as well. I'm using Saracino modelling paste, my 5-piece tool set, and my skin tones paste colour, which does all the skin tones from just one pot. Simply by changing the quantity you add to the paste, you can grab everything below. So what I like to do is I like to weigh up all of my colours and then get them all ready, so you can jump and dive straight in. We're going to start with the legs. Very simple. We are going to pull the paste out first, roll a lovely crease-free ball. It's a little bit more difficult because it's a larger ball, but we can get there in the end. So you want to push down really hard at first, then release the pressure, and then we're going to make this shape. So you want to make a tapered sausage. So what we do is we're going to go on this side. So we're putting the pressure on one side, and we want to make this tapered edge that you can see here. And then you're going to pop it on your template like that. It doesn't matter. If it's a bit longer, don't worry. You can just have longer legs. That's not a problem at all. In fact, I'm going to do it a little bit longer than the template. There's our legs. The next thing we're going to do is tap down on the table very gently and make sure it goes thick here to thin here. You're just going to cut down like this, take the top off, and what this does is give us a really nice flat top to then put our jumper on. Also, this bit here is rounded, so this bit is the bottom and the back of the legs, and this bit at the front then becomes the front of the legs, okay? Because you see it's slightly more rounded here, so we always leave it, especially if it's drying, we always leave it here. You can also cut the bottom here. That means it will just sit super flat onto the trainers later. Then we want to grab our plastic knife tool, go in the center here and create a crease there. So this is like parting the legs. It's always better to do it on the back first so you can have a practice. Actually doing this lining up is quite difficult. And then do just a tiny little line coming up like that, okay? Pop it over, and we're going to do the exact same thing on this side. What I would suggest is to do a very light line like this, and just make sure you've got it central, because you can always rub this out, you see. And it's really hard at the start to line things up. That's usually one of the hardest things. I'm quite happy with where it is. We don't want to go too high. That's high enough. And then what we can do is just go back in and create that indent. And then here is almost like the crutch. So we're going to go one way, then the other way, just like that. Super simple. Then you're going to want to grab yourself a wooden skewer, and we are going to pop it into the bottom. Now the reason I do this is it's better to go through the bottom, out the top, because this is a much smaller area, so it's harder to come out this end. So you can always put it like that if you want to, and then you're going to twist all the way up. Now we don't want to knock this out of shape. Just want to twist, and then it's better to just push it straight down like that. And then as long as I come somewhere out the top, oh, I got lucky. So one thing I want you to think about, what's this going into? How long does this need to be? And remember that your shoes are going to go here. I'm going to put this into a little polystyrene dummy, so I'm not going to need too much. I think I'll need maybe about this much here. Some water all over our stick, and then you're going to go back through here, and what you're going to do is you're going to twist and go through really slowly. I can put that straight through if I want to. I don't want to, because what I'm trying to do is as I twist, I want it to like grab all the sugar and make it all sticky and congeal in there, okay? So as I do this, I can feel it gripping more and more, and that's what I want. I want that grip. I want this bit face down again, so I'm gonna pop it face down. I'm gonna leave it about there. You'll have a longer stick, and then I'm just gonna shape it again onto this stick like that. Now when I do this, what happens is the heat from my hands will warm it up. I'm also pushing the paste towards the stick, so it's going to stick nicely. It's moved the line in, so you can leave it that thin if you want, or you can go back down. Okay, so we always leave this bum up, and then we can work on the next bit, which is our jumper. The next shape here, which is a bit of a sausage. Just line it up. Next thing you do is you pop it here and you flatten it. So we're just going to flatten. And then you're going to use the table to shape it. So what I do is I use the bottom of the table like here. So you're just coming down like this, and you're going to do the same thing on the top. And this will give you some shoulders. We go that way. You flatten it again and you'll get your shape. Ball tool. This is where the neck's going to go as well. Roll it more so it comes down the front here. You can very gently cut it, and when you do that, because this is cut and that is cut, it usually marries up much better. You'll see in a second. So we're going to take another wooden skewer and we're going to go through the top, twist all the way down like we did before. Okay, so you can twist it until you get a bit that you like, but actually you'll be able to see what it needs. Now I think it should come out a bit more, so let me show you what to do. You literally pinch just like this on the edge, especially on the back there, and then when you pop it back in, it will just look like a flowing t-shirt. And if you want to do a bout, you can always just do an imprint, or you can pop a bout around there, totally up to you. Shoes, roll it into a ball, and then the next thing we're going to do is create a sausage. So with your palm, or you can grab a cake smoother, and then the next thing you're going to do is create this shape. So you're literally going to push it round like that, and then flatten the top, turn it over, and roll yourself a sausage. And then you want this to stick to the board. It's a lot better once it sticks to the board, so go that way. Grab yourself a craft knife, and we're going to cut ourselves a nice strip. 2. Add a tiny bit of water to the base just to make it sticky. You are going to pop this on the front, push in like that, and then bring this around the back. Pull it a little bit more to here, to the center at the back, and then you can actually just push in like that and separate the back of the trainer like that. Now while we got this out, you can make yourself a few laces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, make myself some laces. Now the trick is to actually just chuck it on. You also want to get them the right thickness. So see, I've chucked these two on. I can just slightly cut here. And then when I'm ready, what I do is I grab this side of the tool and I just poke at the ends. So it appears as though the lace is going in the hole. So next thing we're going to do is we want to poke a hole through the middle here. You don't want the sugar coming out crusty here, so you want to make sure that it's flat and flush there. We're going to add some water and make it super gloopy and tacky. And then you're going to pop it onto your legs. And then you can always push in more here, push in more here. I like them quite large. I think they look very cute and more cartoony, which is the look that we're going for. So the next thing is the arms. We've got 2 lovely balls, and then what you want to do is roll this tapered edge. So we roll on one side and you keep lining it up. You're going to roll the other one. What's important is making sure that they match each other. Use the table. The table will make a really lovely flat edge. The scriber end, this is just a little hole that hands to go in. 2 balls for your hands, and then you want to roll yourself a tapered sausage. Going to push down on one side, little thumb, and then the hand. And then you pull this bit out again, little thumb, then the hand. So then this you can pull out, little bend, little twiddle. Into this with a tiny bit of water, tacky, 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 and then you pop them in, you push. Our fingertips usually come down halfway down our thigh. So I chop this way. So if we put them both together with our thumbs up, the chop is actually here and here. Make this area super tacky. We can add the arms. So I actually don't want it that thin. What I'm going to do is add some water. Now I actually like when you bring it over, but I'm going to show you a really cool trick. I'm going to smear here. Can you see how I smear it? This is called blending. Can you see this? You're taking this new wet paste over the top of that one and thinning it out. A little bit of water. I just much prefer this. You can grab your Dresden tool. Please do not use this side, only this side, the flat side. And then what you do is you just blend like this. I prefer this. It sticks the arm on really well, and then you don't see any creases. And then what you can do is dip your finger in some Trex so you don't stick to it, and just shape it that little bit more. There's usually a bit of a bend here, so you can just do that. And then once you've done that, you want to do the same on the other side. So make sure your fingertips come down halfway down your thigh. And I just want to make a bit of a crease. You can also stick your arm here as well, so it's not moving about too much. Right, let's pop him down and then put the neck on. Got a ball, and then what we're going to do is twiddle the top here. Just up here. And then what you want to do is you can come higher here. And this bit, you want this to sit within the neck here. So grab your stick and twist in the smaller end. And every time you twist it through, make sure you let go. Otherwise it will heat up and then it will all get stuck. You don't want that. You want to bring it through and then you can line it up to match it. So pop it in and then pinch around the sides, and then I can cut it off to make it shorter. Okay, for your head, you're going to want to roll a ball and then an oval shape. And then what we're going to do is literally pop it on the back. So you bring this bit up and you bring it round like this onto the head. You can actually just blend this all in the back. You don't need to do it too much because you're not even going to see it. You're going to cover that with hair. But you just pop it on, straight on. You still got that oval face like that. And then once you've done that, you can go straight to the video coming up on the screen now and create all the different faces. So you can choose which face you would like to have on your model. And then you can create the hair.